This is passage 1. It's a data passage. Our DRC approach, the D stands for data, and for data passage, we generally don't read them. You skim them just to understand a bit about the graph. I like to take about 20 seconds to really kind of understand what's going on. So in this passage, it looks like we have electrical conductivity, time after planting, 3 soil depths, that's figure 1, and then table 1, time after planting, concentration, and depths again. That's it. I just want to know where to look. For the R&R approach, the first R is read. Do a quick read through to orient yourself to what it's asking, then reread the question, breaking it down step by step. We're going to do the reread together. So question number 1, based on table 1, at 36 months after planting, which soil depth, 10 or 50, had the lowest Ca2+ concentration? And we see that it is 50. 0.7 is lower than 0.9. So we're going to eliminate choice A and B. And what's the difference? In choice C, it says the concentration was 0.2 less. So your answer is C. Choice D said it was 0.4 less. You would have gotten that if you'd accidentally looked at the wrong columns. Number 2, based on figure 1, the electrical conductivity for a soil depth of 50 centimeters, so electrical conductivity 50 centimeters, it's the kind of light gray solid box, at 1 month after planting was approximately how much greater, so it's 19, we see that as 19, how much greater is that than a soil depth of 10 centimeters at 36 months? So at 36 months, that's around 5, so 19 minus 5 is 14, or J. Number 3, according to table 1, at a soil depth of 50 centimeters, between which of the following times after planting did the concentration increase? So let's just break it down between 1 and 12. So 1 and 12, 2.6 to 2.1, that is not an increase. We can eliminate that. Choice B, 12 to 24, 2.1 to 1.4, not an increase. Choice C, 24 to 36 months, that's going to be 1.4 to 0.07, not an increase. Our answer has to be D, 0.7 to 1.0. That is the increase. In the study, was the electrical conductivity a dependent variable or an independent variable, and was the time after planting dependent or independent? So we have 2 columns we're looking at, and we have some knowledge here. You have to know that the dependent variable changes based on the experiment. The independent variable is not impacted by the experiment. It is controlled. So the dependent variable is essentially the results. The independent variable are the things which are controlled by the experimenter. So electrical conductivity, we can see that changes as we look across. We have different results. So that is a dependent variable. Time after planting is controlled by the experimenter. It's not a result of the experiment. So that is an independent variable. So your answer is G. Consider the statement, at 12 months after planting, the soil depth that had the lowest electrical conductivity. So lowest electrical conductivity is figure 1, and at 12 months, the lowest is 90 centimeters. That also had the lowest Ca2 concentrations. Now we're going to move over to table 1. 90 centimeters, does that have the lowest Ca2 concentration? We see at 12 months it's 1.8. But we can actually look down the entire chart and see that it is the lowest all the way down. So our answer is yes. And we got to say why, because choice B has the lowest depth at, both were at the lowest depth of 90 centimeters. So B. Number 6, consider the claim, table 1, as soil depth increases from 10 to 50 to 90, so we're going left to right, the Ca2 concentration increased and decreased. This claim is consistent for which 1 month and 24-month planting, if either? So let's just break it down. Let's look at choice 1 first, or 1 month first. So it goes from 3.7 to 2.6 to 2. That does not increase and decrease, so that is wrong. So we can eliminate choice F and H. Now let's look at 24 months, 1.2, increases to 1.4, and then decreases to 0.4, so G. Quick review your answer choices. 1 is C, 2 is J, 3 is D, 4 is G, 5 is B, and 6 is G. Look at your categories to see if there's one that stands out from which you struggle.